copied into the LMS. So there are, yeah, 4 assessments, but individual report, group report, and presentation, that will be one assignment. I will give you a group assignment. As the outcome of the group assignment, you will have to submit a report, and you will have to do a presentation. 30 marks will be given for that. For report, 10 marks, and for presentation, 20 marks. And I will give you continuous LMS engagement activities. So 10 marks, so that is a kind of bonus mark. So if you complete all these activities, if you answer the questions that I give you through LMS, then you will easily get that 10 marks. And the remaining 10 for individual report. That one I will let you know by next day what kind of thing I will give you. So yeah, it will be a kind of, once we complete 2-3 lessons, we can go with this assignment by the 5th week. Yeah. So then we'll try to do something. Actually, I don't like asking students to write reports, because I know now writing reports is just nothing. Even within few seconds, you can write a nice report. But yeah, as an alternative, we'll see. Anyway, for 10 marks, I'll give you another assignment, a small one, a productive one. By next day, I will let you know how about the individual assignment. And group assignment, I'll be giving you by 4th week. And then you have to submit it on the last week of the semester. We'll be taking presentations on the last date. Yes. Okay, then 50 marks for assignments and 50 for the final paper. That's great, right? So before sitting the examination, 50 marks, you can already score. If you try your level best to have, more than 35 marks, definitely you can go for a very good grade at the final examination. Okay, so wish you all the very best. And with that, we'll go to the discussion today. So this is my session plan based on the course outline. I just developed this one. I will be taking 15 sessions and 1 additional session for the group presentations. So I will teach you 14 weeks, and 15 week I will be doing a revision session, discussing some of the model questions, and guiding you on how to face the final examination paper. And then the last week we'll be taking group assignment presentations, right? So we'll see. So sometimes I will take group presentations first and go to the revision sessions later. We'll decide with the time and with the thing. We'll see how the thing's going, and then we'll do this one. Sometimes I will be taking both sessions together on the same date. Right. Okay, so we'll go to the lecture now. Let me open the question PowerPoint. Yeah, just give me 1 minute. Right. So our first lesson is just to give an introduction about the use of technologies within organizations. And I have named it as Managing Technology in Organization. So we'll try to understand what is an organization, what is technology, and what are the different types of technologies used by organizations, and the purpose of using technologies within organizations, etc. Something basic to get the overall understanding of use of technologies within organizations. Okay. So first, when it comes to an organization, uh, so how do you define it? Or if not, if I ask you uh, just to think of an organization, what comes to your mind? Ah, when you hear the word organization, what comes to your mind? Maybe different things, maybe a kind of physical place, maybe a kind of, an entity that buy and sell goods, maybe a place that with people, or maybe a kind of virtual business which runs with, internet and all. Uh, so we have different types of organization, and also these organizations actually consist with many things. So I'll come back to this first slide later, and we'll go to this one. So when it comes to an organization, it's an integration of different elements. So mainly, it has people, and it has processes, and it has uh, different technologies, and it has an own culture. Uh, so there are a lot of things included in this organization. So it's a kind of integration of people, processes, technologies, rules and regulations, and lot of uh, facilities. So items, equipments, a lot of things are there. So organizations, uh, depending on the purpose, people develop or establish organizations. So if they need the physical appearance, they create physical business organizations. And if they want to handle it virtually, they go with virtual business organizations. But whatever, it is a kind of entity that is established with the purpose of buying or selling goods, or maybe with the purpose of providing a kind of service for money. So it's for a payment. Business, when it comes to business organization, their main intention is to earn profits or to generate a revenue. With that purpose, uh, when there is an integration of people, processes, technologies, and all these things, that is called as an organization. So we work with organizations. So I come back to this one. When there's an organization, it influences people. And when it comes to people, people produce technologies to make their life easy, and then the technology facilitate people, and we use technology to influence the organization. So when we create technology, we use it in the business organization, so that means it influence. So once it's created, the influence is to all the sides. So we create technology and we get influenced by the technology, and technology influence organizations, and organizations with their practices, it influence people. So it's then become a kind of, chain, right? So once it's established, it's a kind of chain. So now we are playing different roles, being individuals. So we are customers, and sometimes we are employees, and sometimes we are businessmen. So anyway, we interact with organizations and technology. So we live in a society where this integration is existing. So we have to understand now technology is there and technology is developing. People try their level best to come up with the best version of the technology. And also, we monitor organizations and to come up with the best outcomes. And both of them influence us. And also, both of them make impacts to our life. So that is the simple understanding. And when it comes to organizations, as I told you previously, there are people, processes, platforms. So organizations currently use technology. And with the market competitiveness, uh, so it has become no option, because depending on the capacity and the capability, organizations try their level best to use the best technology, best fit technology to their business organizations. So the Nawaz Sharif said that technology is a game for a rich. So if you have money, you can buy the, advanced or the latest technology or more powerful technology and use it. And it's a dream for the poor, right? So if you do not have money, we do not have access to technology. So we don't have any option. And it's a key for the wise. But if you have knowledge, if you have the understanding, if you know how to work with technology, then even if you do not have money, you can get the use of this technology. That is the most important thing. You should not be rich, but if you have the knowledge and understanding and the competency of working with this technology, that matters. So then we can use the money of somebody else, and we can get the use of, we can, contribute to the organizations to achieve their goals. So that's what we do. There are people who invest on organizations, but being professionals, being educated personals, we support them using these technologies to get the maximum benefits to their organizations. So that's our role. That's why these kind of subjects are included in your curricula. Why we learn? In my degree, why I learn this subject? Because I want to know what is this technology and how I can use this technology to help the place that I work. I need this knowledge to manage my day-to-day activities, to get the use of technology for my personal development, for the development of the organization. So that is the purpose. So what is technology? So as you have heard, what is technology? So what comes to your mind when you hear the word technology? So it may be hardware, or it may be software, or it may be orgaware or the organizational ware. So it's kind of integration, and simply it is the use of scientific knowledge for practical purposes or application. So technology is that. So technological equipments are these physical elements or the uh, software or the applications that we use. And the technology is knowing how to do that thing. So that is all about knowledge, right? Knowledge of inventing, knowledge of how to use a tool, how to create a tool, knowledge of how to integrate something, how to make the process. So that is technology. The use of scientific knowledge for practical purposes or applications, whether in industry or in our everyday life. So it applies to your day-to-day life and also to the organization that you work for. So it involves both physical components, hardware, and the knowledge required to create and use them, the software, and also the conceptual part. That is the more powerful part, as I just mentioned. And finally, the integration or this technology, we use the term technology to represent or the denote this particular specific knowledge element, and we use it to make our lives easier. And we use them to make things more faster and more efficiently. And it is man-made. Technology is man-made. So man always think of making things easier. So we want to make the day-to-day life much easy. So we want to reduce unnecessary tasks. We want to eliminate, redundancy work. So search. We always search and we always check how to make our life easy. So as an outcomes, they invent different technologies. ඔය හැම ටෙක්නොලොජි එකක්ම ඉන්වෙන්ට් වෙලා තියෙන්නේ අපේ වැඩ කටයුතු පහසු කරන්න ගිහිල්ලා තමයි. So once a technology is invented, then it develops gradually, right? Then thereafter, it develops gradually. So another person may use that one, and then they try their level best to improve it again, and thereafter add some new versions and come up with some new options. So the technology emerge and new versions or the upgrades comes, right? So but with the time, what we have noticed is the dependency on technologies is increases by humans. So we as humans, we have some basic needs, and also we have some wants, things that go beyond our needs. Anyway, even today, if you think of yourself, everything drives with technology. Even if you think of your basic needs, like your survival or the security, self-actualization or your social needs, everything drives by these technology. So we use technology for everything. So to have water, we use technology, and to produce food, we use technology, and to have shelter, we use technology, and to have, fresh air, we need technology, right? You see? this and that and everything is get involved with technology. And for security needs, so technology is there. We need clothes, and there are a lot of technologies used in making clothes, and bringing those into your hand until you put it into your body. You see the process, and a lot of technology is involved, and everything is man-made to satisfy, to fulfill the needs of humans, right? So that basic understanding we should have. So now we are living in a world that is 100% technology driven. Maybe the level of technology is different, but everything is supported with the technology. And there are a lot of benefits to technology when it comes to overall benefits, right? If you think of people, what benefits that we have, and if you think of the society, what benefits the society has. And when it comes to organizations, when it comes to production and development, providing services, and also the industry as a country, and also as the world. So technology brings benefits to all. So we have the recent example that Artemis, Artemis 2 mission. What a technology! Uh, so to that level, it is developed. See, in whatever the aspect, maybe it's on that kind of missions, maybe it's on food production, maybe it's on diagnosing diseases or treating for diseases, doing surgeries, or maybe it's about equipments or whatever. So the technology is developed and also developing, and it benefits individuals, it benefits the world as a whole. There are both sides. So now we are talking about its benefits, and also there are a lot of negative influences as well. Everything has goods and bads. So similarly, technology has its goods, benefits, advantages, and also bads as well. We will be discussing those things a bit later. And so we'll see what technologies that we use. So when it comes to types of technologies, there are different types of technologies used in the world. Basically, what is very popular is information technology, the technology that we use to handle information. So currently, information is the most important, most valuable asset to an organization, information. That's why information technology comes to the priority, because the decisions that we make decide whether we grow or fail. Organizations and their success depends on the decisions that they make. Whether the decisions made by managers of the organization add value to the company or make losses to the company. And based on that, the success or the failure of the organization depends. So that's why information technology has become a top priority. We are talking about digitalization, digital transformation, automation of business processes and everything. That is because organizations want to manage their information properly. They want to integrate all business activities. They want to have quick decisions. They want to support decision-making process by providing right information at right time, right? And what are the other technologies? See here. Communication technology, biotechnology. So some are very familiar for us and some are not, but we have heard of everything. So communication technologies, the technologies that we use to transmit data, transmit information, the telecommunication facilities, internet and everything. And then biotechnology, the technologies that is used in agricultural activities, environmental science, or whatever products development and living things, humans and everything. And then medical technology, making drugs and testing, research and development, healthcare equipment, tools, drugs, everything. Then transportation technology, energy technology, which is highly discussed thing, energy, manufacturing, agriculture, construction, educational technology, which was significantly discussed during COVID pandemic, how we can use technology to support education and all. And there was a, you know, significant shift of, uh, traditional teaching and learning towards virtual teaching and learning, what we are doing right now today. So we have never thought of having these kind of sessions previously before the COVID pandemic. Ah, so we have never thought of teaching students online, even though there are some meetings conducted by universities and organizations to meet the distance people, maybe with the foreign parties or maybe people at the geographically located at different areas of the country. But for teaching and learning purpose, we have not thought of using this one. But except few of the special cases used in some universities for their master's programs, etc. But for undergraduate teaching and learning, we did not. But thereafter, when the need arisen, we had to check for the technologies. So we went for different technologies and we did some development. We added some values depending on the organization and its setup. And so it was emerged. And now it is used by even schools and whatever the educational entities in the country. Then some of the assistive technologies like robotics, 3D printing, automation, and so on. Entertainment industry, entertainment technology, and business technologies that we use, ERP systems, accounting packages, and so on. There are a lot of business related supply chain management, customer relationship management. So business specific, business related technologies emerge. Okay, so this is just to give you the understanding, and I'm not going to discuss in detail. It's enough that you know that there are different types of technologies. That's enough. Okay, this is also I just added to give you the understanding of how about the trend, uh, emerging technologies in 2025. We may have the latest one now in 2026 if you search online. So these are the some of the emerging technologies in 25. Communication technology, artificial intelligence, AI tools, and information technology, space technology, what I just told you, right? And it's always emerging and a lot of research and going on. Space exploration, satellite communication, and all those are highly demanded and very, highly discussed areas. And entertainment technology, medical, every day it is improving, and operational technologies and assistive technology. So how we can get the use of technologies to support people who may have the disabilities or some of the difficulties in managing their own work. So where the technology is really needed. So these are some of the emerging technologies in the world, and except these, we may have some of the other. Okay. So these are the perspectives of technologies. That means we see the technology in different perspectives. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි කියන්නේ අර technology එක මේ විදියට එක එක පැති වලින් බලනකොට, so technology as a transformer perspective. So it transform things. Technology as a transformer perspective. When it comes to this transformer perspective, it means the technology is the application of scientific knowledge and skills to setting up, operating, improving and expanding of productive facilities. So simplify tell you, it transforms something. So we have something existing and we supported the technology and we ended up with something new or something different. So it support transforming the things. So that's why we use the word digital transformation. So for that transformation process, we use technologies. So once we engage with digital transformation, we ended up with something new. So it's not the previous environment that we work manually. When it's digitally transformed, it is an automated environment. So we see the technology as a transformer. It is a kind of transformer. And it is as a tool perspective. It's a kind of tool that drives the things, that, that support things to change. And it's a knowledge, technology as a knowledge perspective. It's a knowledge of how to do things. And technology as an embodiment form perspective. So it means that it's a kind of, trendsetter, right? If not, so this is the technology as a tool. Technology is a set of man-machine activities. So there are a lot of equipments, there are tools, and there are methods of doing things. So we see it as the tool perspective. And technology as knowledge. So it's knowledge of how to do things and how to accomplish human goals. So it's all about knowledge, as I told you previously. So it's based on knowledge. Technology is knowledge. ඒක කොහොමද මේක කරන්න කියන එක ගැන තියෙන දැනුම ඒක. මොනවාද ඒකද use කරන්න කියන එක ගැන තියෙන දැනුම. So it's about knowledge, and it's a kind of knowledge that transforms things. So it's scientific, it's engineering, it's managerial, step-by-step way of doing something. And technology as an embodiment form. So it uh, consists of physical items related to the task of technical production. So we use some hardware and we work with those, and also we use some software and we integrate the things and we try to get the work done. Right? So the embodiment means that it's a kind of integration of physical and the non-physical, that means the softwares to make the transformation, right? So it sets something to transform existing things into the new thing. So the best example that you can understand this is, think of an organization which manage their activities manually, and we implement an ERP system and we convert it into an automated environment. So in that case, for that conversion, we use technologies, right? So we use hardware, we use software, and we make an impact to the existing situation using the technology, and we create the new one. Okay. Right. So now we move towards the technology management part. And so far we were talking about organization, technology, different types of technologies, and so on. And now we'll see what is technology management and why technology management is important. Okay, so before that, we'll have a small break, uh, 15 to 20 minutes break, and then we'll start the discussion, right? It's 4 o'clock. We'll meet back by 4:20. Okay. So please be in the meeting. We'll start the discussion by 4:20. We'll have a short break.
කොහොමද ඕගනයිස් කරන්නේ නෑ කීටි කාටත් වෙනවද කියලා කාට සඳමාරි කියන්නේ මොනවද කල්ජු වල විවිධ ප්‍රභේද තියෙයි මෝල කජු කැට අපි ඉන්නකම් කඩනේ කාලා ඇති දැන් ඉවරයි එතන තමයි හොරා පැන්නේ අපි ඉන්නේ හොරා තමයි මැද්දේ අස්සේ හරිනේ ඉන්න හොරා හරිනේ කෑ ගහන්නේ කොහොමද
Okay, so we'll start back the lesson. Let me share the screen. Right. So we were talking about different technologies and what is technology. And now we move towards technology management. And before we talk about this technology management, the term together, we know what is technology and we know what is management, right? So you have heard of management and you learned management. It is a kind of process that includes number of steps like planning, organizing, and so on, right? So simply to understand what is technology management is manage technology. So that means planning and organizing and doing other related activities relate to technological products, technological developments, and technological activities. So that is technology management, managing technology. You know, ensure that we uh, take care of all managerial aspects with regard to the particular technology. So that is technology management. If not, simply how we can use technology to get the things done by the organizations. And we ensure that process is monitored uh, accurately. Right? So it's a kind of integrated process, technology management. In that case, when the organization decide to use a particular technology, so we start from planning. So we plan. We have to think of a lot of things and what technology is required and whether we have the capability to use that technology and who are the vendors and how we acquire the technology. There are a lot of planning activities involved. Or whether we buy this from somebody else or whether we develop this inside the organization, we have to decide. Do we have people with the capabilities, knowledge, and skills? So planning, and then we design, and then when if we develop this or if we acquire that one, then we may think of the optimization or how we enhance the use of that technology and how we integrate it to the business processes in a way that we achieve the maximum efficiency and effectiveness. So a lot of activities involved. All these are called as technology management. Technology management. Managing organizational technologies in order to get the maximum use of it. Right? So if not, to get the advantages to human. That is technology management. Technology management is the ultimate battleground that will determine which companies and owners will be the winners and losers in the wealth creation game. So it's another quote, uh, you know, said by Noma with regard to technology. Actually, it gives a meaning. Technology is available, but not the capability of buying the technology, but how successfully that you work with technology is the most important. So sometimes we all have the technology. I have technology, you have the same technology. But if you get, yes, you may be much profitable than myself if you get the use of that technology uh, more successfully. So if you know how to work with the functions and if you know how to use that particular technology for a particular task to solve that problem or to get the work done, then that person may be much uh, beneficial than the others. So now actually not the technology and acquisition of the technology is the game. Now the winners are the people who get the maximum use of the technology. So we see a lot of organizations now they acquire technology, but when it comes to the use of technology, the rate of the usability is really less. Even you just think of your smartphone. When you try to buy a smartphone, you just take care of a lot of things. You think of all the features of the mobile phone. But in the case of using, maybe that you don't use at least the 30 to 40% of the application of the mobile phone. Similarly, when it comes to an organization, they may acquire the technology, but they may not employ it to its best. Where the gap exists, the capability. If people within the organization, if they do not know how to work with this technology, then it become idle. So it's a kind of cost, and there's no any contribution towards the productivity or the performance of the organization. Uh, so it's only an investment. There's no return on investment. Therefore, empowering the people who use these technologies is really important. That's why even in your course, in your degree, you have subjects like this, because you have to learn what is technology and how we can get the use of this technology in our day-to-day activities. Because when you join with an organization, you won't work manually. Everything is automated. So when working with such an automated system, you should ensure that you are getting the maximum benefit of that system. Not what you know, but what is available to work with the system. So that is the main purpose of technology management. So when it comes to technology management, there are a few main areas: technology strategy, technology innovation, technology governance, technology operation. So a lot of aspects that we have to take care of. So you have to, we have to plan. We have to link the technology and its use towards the organizational goals. So we have to have a separate technology strategy. So what is the ultimate goal of using this technology, and whether it support achieving organizational mission and organizational vision. uh, so likewise, we have to develop a kind of roadmap to the technology that we use. So we acquire this technology with this purpose, and thereafter we will employ this for this purpose, and then it will be like this and so on. The roadmap of the technology to be developed, and also we have to have a very good understanding on how it is support to the overall mission of the organization, and uh, how we use that technology for research and development activities. So we call it as innovation. So mainly we use technology to come up with something new, to enhance the existing business processes, or to introduce something new, or a new product or a new service. And we change the organizational culture with the use of technology. So those are the value additions emerge with the introduction of technology within the organization. So we call those as technology innovation. What change that the technology has made to the organization. And technology governance, that is also really important. So we may use technology, but we have to have a proper control over it. There should be related standards, guidelines, rules, and regulations of working with these technologies, which is lacking in organizations and also as a country. So, right? So, if something happens, who is responsible? There should be answers for those things, right? So within organizations, we see a lot of frauds happen, a lot of technological issues arises, and there are a lot of impacts to organizations. So organizations should have guidelines, and through that they have to educate their people on how to work with these technologies, and if something happen, how the next steps to be taken, everything to be properly disclosed, and employees of the organization to be aware of all these things. So that is the governance part, and also vendor management. When we work with systems, we link with a lot of parties, vendors, customers, and other governing authorities, etc. And maybe if it's a kind of subsidiary which operates in the country and the mother company is in somewhere else, then we have to work with them as well. So how everything is coordinated, that is also another aspect that we have to think of when it comes to technology management. And also technology operation, how we ensure the success of its operation or the process or the functioning, whether we have relevant infrastructure, whether we have relevant data management facilities, do we have databases or other things, and the application management, uh, how to take care of upgrades, and how we educate our people, and how we link the people towards the particular modules and all, and the security aspect of it. So all these are comes under operation. So management, technology management includes that aspect as well. So I hope you understand it's not easy to use technology within an organization. So there are a lot of aspects that we have to think of. But being accountants or being financial personnels, managers, we should not worry about this and that and everything. But we have to have an understanding on this is not something easy. We use the technology and there are a lot of aspects and there are a lot of impacts, and also there's a huge cost. So we are very concerned. Our main concern is on costs, to ensure that the operational costs are monitored and also the investment that we made to the technology is recovered. We have to have a proper technology management, right? So therefore, technology management is really important. Yeah, so when it comes to technology management, it includes many things other than what we have discussed. Product and process integration is there, planning, implementation, training. This is also something really important. We have to train our people. We have to educate them in a way that they can work with the system. And also we have to manage the changes happen. So technology, implementing technology within the organization is itself a change happen to the organization. So that's why people resist, when it comes to technology implementation. There are a lot of people get together and they resist. එපා කියලා කියනවා. ඇයි if they do not have a proper understanding on that, they think that they will lose their job. And they think that there's an influence to their job security. Yeah, there are such kind of situations as well. But when managing these technological implementations within organizations, it's duty of managers to ensure the safety, job safety of their employees, and also communicate everything properly. Then the change management process becomes easy. Otherwise, it's really challenging. And then when there are cases arises, we have to spend more time than we expected. That's why many of the implementation projects are lagging than they expected. So it is said that 70% of the ERP project implementations or the IT projects fail. So that means that 70% is not failed, but 70% does not achieve the real expectations. Maybe unable to complete on time and cost overruns and resource unavailabilities, a lot of issues. So that's why I say that 70% of technological projects fail. So it gives a big message. Yes, even a small ERP implementation, it takes nearly 1 to 2 years. We have to first implement the system and then we have to train our people. No, initially we have to do the BPR, business process re-engineering. We have to make changes to our existing processes in a way that we can implement the ERP. And then we implement ERP and then we have to train our people and so on. It's a huge process. Okay, now we have to discuss the importance of technology management. Yes, not only acquiring technology, but also managing technology is most important. As I told you, the winning depends on how successfully you manage this technology. Otherwise, even though you have technology, you won't get the maximum benefit of this. So one of the most important benefit or an advantage is adopting to change and driving innovation. So technology support us come up with a lot of innovative things, as I told you previously. We just discussed this one. So it support and it navigates organization for developments, product development, service developments, a lot of novelties added. Even the design, even the structure, even the shape of the product, maybe. So it depends. The way of decision making, maybe it's innovative. So it drives the innovation. That is the first one. And then enhancing operational efficiency. So that is one of the most expected thing of investing on technology. Enhancing operational efficiency. We want to enhance the efficiency of our operations. So we do things manually and we want to save our cost, time, and the people. And also we want to make the production enlarge, or we want to enhance the revenue of the organization. Then that comes under operational efficiency. For that purpose, we use technology. So in that case, we have to ensure that we manage this technology in a way that it enhances the efficiency. Whether it reduces the time, whether it enhances the productivity of our people, whether it reduces the manual work that we do, whether it reduces the repetitive tasks, whether it, help us eliminating some unnecessary activities, and how about the automation of activities. So likewise, we use it to optimize the day-to-day business activities. That is enhancing operational efficiency. So that is the second one. First one is it drive innovation. Second one, it enhance the efficiency of the business operations. And improving decision making, obviously. So one of the most important benefit that we get is decision making efficiency. because all these ERP systems and other systems are used within organizations to manage information. So, and also to enhance the accuracy. Say, for example, you use a management information system and that support you all evidence and all information to make decisions. So it's really helpful. So the main purpose of implementing an ERP is to enhance the decision making of managers. So it's something really important, and also it eliminates unnecessary risks and it eliminates the losses that arises due to the manual work, and so the accuracy of the overall work of the organization enhances. So the quality of information enhances. So the quality of decisions that we make enhances. That means we add more value to the organizational decisions, and we make right decisions at right time. So then it really brings benefits to the organization. And the other one is gaining competitive advantage. If we perform well, if we come up with new products and development, if we make right decisions, then obviously we receive competitive advantages. What do you mean by competitive advantages? That means we receive something better than our competitors. We receive something more than our competitors. Competitive advantages. So we become market leaders. We become cost leaders of the market. And our revenue enhances, our cost reduces. We get the benefit. So that is another integrated outcome of technology use. We get the competitive advantages. That is the main purpose of using technology. We use technology to enhance the efficiency and make right decisions and ultimately earn something more than the competitors, right? We want to earn something more than the competitors. That is gaining competitive advantages. And also there are a lot of specific areas of impact. So maybe the security, maybe the project management success, and also collaboration and communication. So it really helps us, the collaboration and communication, as we use this technology right now. If you don't use this technology, we can't have this session right now. We use this collaborative platform for communication purpose, right? And also it supports project management, project planning, execution, and also it, remove the geographical barriers. We are now work as one world. There are no geographical barriers. Wherever you are, you can join the lecture. Maybe you are in Sri Lanka, or maybe you are in somewhere else, or maybe you are in, um, different distances. And also it support IT security and take care of the sensitive data. We want to take backups, and also we manage some of the databases, and there are some restrictions, firewalls, etc. So all these things are supported with the latest technologies. So there are a lot of benefits of technologies. So here actually we discuss main advantages, main benefits, importance of technology, driving innovation, operational efficiency, improving decision making, support achieving competitive advantages, and also other benefits like project management, IT security enhancement, and collaboration and communication purposes, support collaboration and communication purposes, etc. Right? So please keep those things in your mind as the main benefits of technology. Okay, and here the things are what organizations do with the use of technology. As I discussed you previously, I told you that the organization should have a technological roadmap and also a technology strategy that support the overall strategy of the organization. So with these changes, organizational strategic directions change. And also what we expect to achieve within a certain time period change, because our efficiency enhances and what we can do is now more. So accordingly we plan the future. So all the aspects of the organization, mainly the strategic aspects and operational aspects, get influenced with the technology use. So that is the meaning, and that is the message I just wanted to give you by adding these slides. So our strategies, our resource allocation, and everything change. And we become very supportive with the technology, and accordingly we can modify our strategies, right? So see here, these are some of the organizational strategies, and technology always support these strategies, right? So if you want to become the cost leader in the market, then you can use the technology, right? And if you want to differentiate your products, you use the technology. And if you want to go for market penetration, it means that increase in the sales of existing products, maybe offering some discounts or maybe offering bulk products or something, or maybe going for advertising, etc. Then again, you can get the support of technology. And for market developments, product developments, obviously, and for diversification, if you want to diversify your product categories, offering new products components. So technology supports all these things. These are organizational strategies, right? Here we are focusing on how technology supports these strategies. So technology help organizations to get the maximum use or the successful implementation of these strategies. That is what you have to understand. Right? And if you think of examples, then you will understand, yes, you see how nicely they use this technology to implement this strategy. So we will discuss a bit later. Okay, so this is a little bit about organizational strategy. It's not that important. Corporate, business level, functional. So whatever the level of strategy, technology supports. So having that understanding is enough. Okay, then role of technology in formulating and implementing strategies. So here in the coming few slides, I discussed how specifically these technologies support organizations, and in the case of achieving competitive advantages, how we can use them and so on in detail. And before that, as we discussed a lot, I feel like doing a small activity. What's the time? It's 5 o'clock, right? Okay, it doesn't matter. We'll do this one, and then we'll decide whether we discuss the remaining part today or on the next day, right? So it being the first day, I think it's not good to discuss a lot of things. Yes. Okay, before that, let me give you the attendance marking first. Otherwise, I will forget. Okay, you can mark the attendance. Mark the attendance. Done? Mark the attendance. Wait. Okay, so here I have given a small question. Can you just try this one? At the discussion question at the LMS, if you can access it. See here. Select or think of an organization from the communication or banking sector and discuss how the company used technology to gain competitive advantages. So we will discuss in detail next week, but for the time being, you just want to identify an organization. Think of a company and see how they use technology to get the competitive advantages, overall competitive advantages. You may have some specific benefits, maybe the operational aspect or whatever. It doesn't matter. Can you just, add some ideas? What you have to do is you can here contribute to the discussion. If you click on here, the discussion topic, and you can post to the forum. Just think of a company which is in the communication or banking sector. I just use those as those are really, embedded with our day-to-day life, being customers of banks and also the telecommunication companies. So think of a company and see how they have used technology to achieve the competitive advantages. I don't want lengthy answers. You just select the company and then you just mention in point form. Can you do this one? If you put your answers, we can see. We'll take few minutes and do this one. I'll give you a few minutes. Please provide your answers.
Yes, me, madam.
Yes. Yes, Puta.
So, madam, we can't write the answer in the discussion.
Why that? Don't you find this add discussion topic
No,
button?
madam. No.
Oh, okay. Just let me check it. Wait. Okay, I have did not selected the availability. Can you please check now? Is
No,
it
madam.
available now?
No, madam.
Ah, okay, okay. Okay. So just provide a short answer. Select the company or the particular organization, and then just mention how you think they use technology for competitive advantage. We'll write a good answer on next day, right? When we meet physically, I will give you the chance to write the answer, and I will check everyone.
Ma'am, we can get that from click the search icon.
This one, right?
No, search icon. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Right, right. So see whether you can post it. If at least one of you post, then I can check whether I can see it. Okay, is it difficult for you to provide answers through the link? Are you typing there, or shall I create a quick Padlet so you can go to the link and type directly? මොනා හරි එක්කෙනෙක් ලියපු එකක් තියෙනවා නම් පෝස්ට් කරන්න බලන්න මේකට එනවද කියලා මට චෙක් කරගන්න. Because I created it here, so we have it for the reference for everyone, as we can share the knowledge. So I created it as a discussion topic. Otherwise, if I create an assignment Dropbox and I ask you to upload your answer, others can't see it now. But here, if you join the discussion, what we discuss is visible to everyone. It's kind of knowledge sharing. Can you just post something
Can't
to check?
post, madam, I think.
You can't post, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Just give me 1 minute. Yeah, okay. Just give me 1 minute. I will quickly create a Padlet link. Chat is not available. So I'll give the link here, right? So at the LMS, I'm giving you a link. Click on the link and paste your answer there. I put it as Padlet discussion wall. And if you click on this Padlet discussion wall, you come to the wall. And here at the bottom, you can find the plus sign with the word post. Click on post. And then you can type your answer. If you have already written it somewhere, bring it here and then publish. Otherwise, if you have written the answer at the notebook, take a picture and upload. You can upload it, whatever the way. Yes, you can select an organization and you can think of how they use technology to enhance the competitive advantage. So maybe through the enhancing operational efficiency, or maybe through the enhancing their decision-making processes, or maybe through new product development, innovations and all, ultimately achieving competitive advantage. So in the answers that you have written here, you have given very good answers, and you can think of what aspect that the particular technology contributes towards the competitive advantage. Maybe the operational efficiency, maybe enhancing decision making, likewise. In different aspects, it support achieving competitive advantages. Okay, so many of you have given good answers, and yes, so you can think of now we just thought of one organization, but you can think of the overall industry and then see how the different organizations at the industry have used this technology to achieve competitive advantages. So we become, some of them are becoming market leaders with the use of technology. So those kind of applications we need to discuss, and to see the to understand the contents that we discuss through the real world examples. So that's what I wanted to try with yourself. So if you can understand that yes, they have gained this benefit or the advantage as they use this technology, so that is really good. So that is what we expect. Okay, so for others, please provide your answer. The link is there, and I'll give you this week to provide others to give the answers as well. And then thereafter, I will download the PDF and upload for you all for the further reference. So those may be really important when we develop answers for examination. Okay, so the remaining part I will be discussing on next day, as I feel it's too much if I discuss this today as well. Yes, so we'll be discussing on next day, and I wish that we will meet physically on next day. That will be very much convenient and good for us to have the interaction. Otherwise, having the virtual sessions, it's not that productive. Okay. Anyway, so with that, then I will wind up. If any student miss mark in attendance, I'll give the chance again. So if you miss mark in attendance, you can mark it now. Done. Okay, right. So with that, I will wind up the session today, and we'll meet on next day, hopefully physically. So thank you very much for attending, and then please go through the note again, and then try to understand. If you have anything to discuss, come up on next week. We will be discussing on and try to understand the things. Right. So then thank you very much and see you on next day. Okay.
See you, ma'am.